everyone, I'm Kelsey from Wearable Whisperer, and today I'm going to show you how to set up Fitbit Versa 3. Now, this specific video assumes you already have a Fitbit account and you're using an iPhone. If you don't have a Fitbit account, I have a video for how to set up a Fitbit account on both iPhone and Android. You can check out those in the links below. Then after you check out that video, you can come back to this video. You should be able to be all ready to go. If you have an Android phone, you can probably go ahead and follow this video. The steps might be a little bit out of order. Things are a little bit different with Android, so if you want to also consult my Fitbit Sense setup video, I'll be setting that one up with my Android. So hopefully one of these videos will help you get your Versa 3 set up. So let's start with this setup, and the first step will be to open my Fitbit app. So I'll just click on its icon here. This takes me to the dashboard because I'm already logged in. And this little icon in the upper left hand corner is called the account icon. You'll want to tap on that. And I should note that if you don't have the most recent version of the app, it is possible that you'll need to update it first. So if you run into issues, pause this video and update your app in your app store. So for now, the next thing we're going to do is tap Set Up a Device. And so here you can tell if you don't see your device in the list, you probably need to update your app. But here we do have Versa 3. If you're doing this later, years from now, after I recorded this, you may have to scroll down. But for now, it is near the top here. So let's go ahead and tap Versa 3. Alright, Fitbit Versa 3. Get motivation on your wrist with our advanced smartwatch. Go ahead and tap Setup. Privacy and your Fitbit device. So they're telling you a bit about their privacy policy. Go ahead and read through this information. And if you agree, go ahead and tap on I accept. Let it charge. Connect the back of your Versa 3 to the magnetic charging cable until it snaps into place. So you'll want to get your charger. This side with the 4 gold pins is the one you're going to attach to your Versa 3. And on the back of the Versa 3, you see these 4 gold pins. That's where you're going to line up. Now, the cable coming out of the charger needs to align with the side opposite the button. So the cable should come out this side. So to demonstrate to you, this is the non-button side, the cable, turn it over, snaps on there right away. If you're going to do it from the face perspective, then you go like this. So you should be able to dangle and shake it without it coming loose. And the other side of the charger is a USB Type A port, and I'm just going to plug that into a charging cable here. You can plug it into whatever you are going to use to charge it with. And might have to tap on the screen to wake it up. It's been a little bit finicky here. It's not wanting to cooperate, of course. I can verify. Okay, here we go, finally. So you'll see the teal Fitbit logo up here. And there's a little audible alert also. And it says I am already charged up to 100% because I charged this earlier. So you'll see your battery percentage. And I think Fitbit usually recommends over 50% battery. So if you're not over 50%, maybe let it charge up to 50% before you start this, because this can be a process that takes 10, 20, sometimes even 30 minutes. So once you are charging, go ahead and tap Next. So now it is searching. My phone is searching and it was found and it's connecting. I like it when it works quickly and without issue. So now I have 4 digits appear on my display. Yours will most likely be different. So go ahead and enter those digits onto your phone. So 7508. So now it's connecting. We got a little progress bar, and we got, oh, cool little animated check mark here. And on my iPhone it says Bluetooth pairing request. Versa 3 would like to pair with your iPhone. You definitely want to do this, so go ahead and tap pair. So it says connecting to Fitbit again. I assume it's kind of figuring out if it needs to do the firmware update. Alright, now I have a pop-up on my phone that says allow Versa 3 to display your iPhone notifications. When this accessory is connected, all the notifications you will receive will appear on its display. So if you want notifications to appear on your Versa 3, go ahead and tap allow. If for whatever reason you don't want your Fitbit giving you your notifications, you can tap don't allow. You can always change the setting in your iPhone settings later on, so make your selection now. I'm going to say allow. And here's kind of a new step this year with all the setups. They're reminding you to purchase a protection plan if you want to protect your new device. I'm not going to do that now or ever, so I'll tap not now. Versa 3 Wi-Fi setup. Wi-Fi is used to set up your watch now and transfer music later. We'll get you set up in the next few steps. So go ahead and tap next. So here is where it's going to search for nearby Wi-Fi networks. And it looks like it has found some. And the one I want has appeared, so I'll go ahead and tap on that. And now it's asking if I want to, well, asking for me to enter the password for this router. So assuming your router was also found and you know its password, go ahead and enter that now. Alright, so once you've entered your password, go ahead and click or tap connect. So now it's attempting to connect to the Wi-Fi router. And we get a little check mark. And on the phone it says Versa 3 is now connected to my Wi-Fi router. So now I'll go ahead and tap next. Just for your information, if you are unable to connect to Wi-Fi, you usually can connect via Bluetooth. It will just take probably a lot longer to set up your Versa 3, but I think that still is an option if you are having Wi-Fi issues. But I'll continue since I do not have Wi-Fi issues. So start your update. This process normally takes several minutes to complete. Make sure to keep Versa 3 charging and near your phone until the update is done. So Versa 3 is charging and near my phone. I'll go ahead and tap update now. So what's happening is it's downloading a firmware update. It needs to update your Versa 3 to the latest firmware, so any bugs that have been found and rectified since the hardware was shipped to the warehouses and delivered to you can be applied to your device in hand. So here we see a little percentage progress telling us it's downloading the firmware update. We have a indication on our Versa 3. Looks like I would call it a circle progress circle. And this is the part that is the waiting game, essentially. So, as Fitbit notes here, you can feel free to use your phone during the update. Just keep your Versa 3 close to your router. So, your phone also needs to be close to your Versa 3, I do believe. So, you can do other things while you're waiting for this update. Looks like we're just at 33% now, so after it downloads, there will be another step that it needs to install what it downloaded, and that usually takes even longer than the download. So in the meantime, since this is a real-time video so you can see exactly how long this process takes, I'll go ahead and walk you through these 4 little informational tabs here. So let's start with Advanced Exercise Features. Built-in GPS. Run, bike, hike, and more. Phone free with real-time pace and distance. Then check out your workout intensity map in the Fitbit app. So that is new to the Versa series. It finally has built-in GPS. Active Zone Minutes. Track time spent in your personalized heart rate zones. Get your heart rate up to make every minute count. Heart rate zone notifications. Feel a buzz from your device when you reach your target heart rate zones during exercise. Looks like there's some typo there. I think from my other setup videos, it's supposed to say it's a sign you're earning active zone minutes. And finally, 20 plus exercise modes and Smart Track. Choose from up to 20 plus exercise modes to get real-time stats during your workouts. And again, it looks like there's a typo here, or let Smart Track, I assume, automatically track your exercise for you. And smart features to keep you connected. Voice Assistant. Use Google Assistant, coming soon. I hear it's coming in late 2020, we'll see, or winter 2020. Or Amazon Alexa built in to simplify your Fitbit tasks, such as starting a run, and I believe that says setting alarm. And I think you can add things to your Amazon shopping lists or things like that. But again, looks like there's some issue with this onboarding experience. Music experience. Control Spotify, Deezer, and Pandora when your phone is nearby. Now, I feel the need to mention that when they say control Spotify, they really mean just control Spotify. You cannot download Spotify songs to the watch. You cannot listen to Spotify offline. And you also can't download your own personal MP3 files to the watch. You can only store Deezer or Pandora songs on this watch. So that could be a deal breaker for some of you, but just pointing that out since they don't make that explicit here. And finally, notifications at a glance. Get notifications for calls, texts, and meeting invites, plus send quick replies to texts. Android only. Of course, Apple only lets Apple Watches reply to texts, so that's not something that Fitbit control, unfortunately. So, sleep tracking and sleep score. And actually, so we are now at the installing portion, just FYI, and this looks like it is over 50% now. So, sleep tracking and sleep score. Versa 3 gives you data without disturbance. All you have to do is wear it to bed and wake up to new stats. Sleep score. Get to know your night with a single score that bakes in total time of sleep, time within each sleep stage, and restlessness. Sleep stages. View your time spent asleep in light, deep, and REM sleep. Sleep mode and silent alarm. Your device has a sleep mode to dim the display and mute incoming calls and texts. Set a silent alarm and awake to a gentle vibration on your wrist. So I just got this sleep mode on one of my Fitbits, and I can say I've already fallen in love with it. It's great not to have the screen brighten up the room or wake me up when I'm tossing and turning at night. So glad to see that Fitbit's adding these to all future Fitbits. And finally, pay from your wrist. Fitbit Pay lets you pay on the go so you can leave that wallet at home. Payments are fast and secure. Add your card. Add credit or debit cards into the Fitbit app. Look for the symbol. Fitbit Pay works anywhere that accepts contactless payments. Tap and pay. Hold your watch next to the terminal, get confirmation, and go. So it looks like we are still in the installation phase. Looks like the progress bar is making progress. So we're beyond 75% now. And again, this is just kind of where you need to have a little patience, especially if you are updating this on, let's say, Christmas Day, something like that, when a whole bunch of other people are also, it might take a little bit longer, especially for the download, things like that. But it looks like we are almost closing that circle. There we go. We get a green check mark on our Versa 3 display, and momentarily we should see confirmation on our phone that the installation is complete. This is the beauty of real time. It doesn't always go exactly as you expect, but here I am showing you exactly my setup experience. This is a pretty smooth setup experience for Fitbit products. Maybe I shouldn't jinx it. But yeah, I like to do these real-time videos because a lot of times you don't see the exact experience. People rush through it and they skip things and they edit, and I want to show you exactly what it's like, so you know what to expect, or you can understand that I had to wait just as long as you. So well, let's go ahead and interesting. So earlier I did, there we go, the watch face showed up, and here we go, finally on the iPhone. Versa 3 is updated. You can continue setup. So let's go ahead and continue. I'll tap continue. So voice privacy. Versa 3 has a built-in microphone to power voice features. The microphone will only be on when you are using a voice feature. You can always disable the microphone entirely for all voice features in your settings on Versa 3. So it looks like it is enabled by default, and you would have to disable it in the settings if you wanted to do that. So you can either tap here to learn more or tap got it. So I'll just tap got it. Amazon Alexa. Versa 3 includes Alexa. Versa 3 is all you need to talk to Alexa. Swipe over to see how Alexa can help. Give friendly reminders. Set reminders, alarms, or start a timer simply with your voice. Alexa will let you know when the time is up. Master smart devices. Use your voice to control Alexa compatible speakers, lights, or thermostat. And a little footnote that it requires connecting smart devices to the Amazon Alexa app. And stay up to date. Check for weather and get quick answers to almost any question. So if you want to set up Alexa now, you would go ahead and tap Start Setup. I'm probably also going to do this in a separate video. So for now, I'm going to tap on Not Now. Changing the band. Turn the watch over, press down on the latch, and gently pull the band away from the watch. So this is how to change the band. If you look in this little GIF or video, whatever it is, you push the little button toward the band. That's, I think, important. So I'm going to take mine off the charger here. And I'll just demonstrate this for you really quickly. I'm going to push this toward the band and then pull the band out. So push it toward, and that was super easy. Hardly didn't require any force at all. And then I just push it back in, tug, make sure that it is secure. So that is exponentially improved from the Versa and Versa 2. So let's tap on Next. Wearing the watch. Slide the band through the first loop, press it into the peg. During workouts, try wearing it higher on your wrists for a better fit. If you experience discomfort, loosen the band, and if it persists, give your wrist a break by taking it off. So if you watch my unboxing video, you'll see that I've had and continue to have a little bit of trouble, if you will, putting on this watch band. It's definitely not as easy as the previous watch bands. You do have the option of buying a additional accessory band. The ones from Fitbit do have the band and keeper style. They don't have this infinity style, so if you have too much trouble with it and want a different band, you do have options. But I do like the material of this. I think I'll get used to it over time, but it does have a little bit of a learning curve, so just know that. I'm going to go ahead and tap next. Alright, now this is some navigational features. Swipe down, view the latest notifications from text, calls, or apps. So I'm going to double press on the watch here to access the clock face, or I should say double tap. And then swiping down, we get a notification center. Obviously I haven't got any notifications yet, so it says you're all caught up. Now you can swipe back up, or you can always push the button on the side to get back to the clock face. So let's go ahead and tap next. Swipe up, access widgets to quickly reach your favorite features. So I'll go ahead and double tap the screen again. So this is the watch face, and I'm going to swipe up. Welcome, tap manage to set up this space with your favorite widgets. So this is very new. Fitbit is now letting you customize what widgets you want to see. You've had some customization in the past, like the Fitbit Blaze, but for the Versa, there hasn't actually been as much customization as people wanted. So they did make this change. Say welcome change. I'm excited to try this out. Looks like they have weather, core stats. Of course, you have your steps, calories burned, and just a note on calories burned. I always say this just in case. Fitbit counts the calories you burn while you're at rest. So even when you wake up in the morning, you're going to have hundreds of calories burned because your body burns calories at rest. And in this presentation of your calories burned data, Fitbit does not separate out your active exercise calories from the calories you burn at rest. If you're looking at a workout, they'll show you how many calories you burned for the workout. But in this case, they show all calories burned. So hopefully that answers some people's question about that. It's also floors climbed, distance, and active zone minutes. And then here we can tap the manage. I'll do a separate video on how to customize this. For now, I just want to fully set up the watch. So I'll go ahead and tap next. Swipe right, access common watch settings and modes. Oh my God. So this is actually surprising me because they got rid of this swipe right feature for the Ionic and the Versa, things like that. Like they had it in the beginning, but not anymore. I thought they would never bring this back. I'm actually really excited, if you can tell, that they brought the swipe right back. It is so much easier than pressing a button. Alright, so swiping right gets you to the quick settings. If I can remember them all, looks like that's do not disturb, sleep mode. I'm guessing that's a that's probably always on display. No, brightness. So auto brightness, okay. Get out of that then. So we have some sort of volume here. Oh, we can adjust volume for connected audio devices. And this is the wrist flip screen wake feature, so you can turn that on or off to save some battery. It depends on how you like to check your time. And this must be always on display, yep. So there is an always on display option. I'll do another video talking about how to customize it and what its limitations are. It does decrease your battery life. Some people have stated less than, it's supposed to be 6-day battery life. They only get 3. I'll be doing my own testing. I'll be sure to report back on that, but just know it will decrease your battery life. But it should still last longer than an Apple Watch, so there's that. So yeah, I'm really unexpected and happy that this swipe right is back, so let's move on. Next. Swipe left. Access apps such as exercise, timer, weather, and more. Within an app, you can swipe from left to right, to go back to the previous screen. Well, I think that's new too, and that seems pretty helpful. So let's go ahead and activate the clock face, swipe left this time, and the pre-default installed apps are the Today app with all your regular stats, exercise, settings, alarms, timer, relax, weather, agenda, wallet, find my phone, clocks, coach, Alexa, Deezer, and Spotify control. So let me just if we go to settings, I bet there is, oh, maybe not, display, brightness, screen wake, screen timeout, there we go. Delay, this will increase your battery, or decrease, I should say, your battery life also, but for our cases, I want this screen to be on longer. All right, so now it should stay on for a full 60 seconds. Let's go ahead and tap next. Press side button. When pressing, make sure to cover the entire button with your thumb. Press once to go back to the clock face from anywhere on the watch. Press and hold for 2 seconds to access a feature shortcut, such as voice assistant, payments, music, or timer. So, as I've alluded to, if I haven't shown you, you can press the button once to go back to your clock face. So that's the first thing they tell us. Pressing and holding for 2 seconds accesses a feature shortcut. I haven't set this up, so they're probably going to ask me to set it up. Alright, so yeah, long press, select an app or feature. So music control, quick settings, which I believe is the one you already swiped to, so no point in doing that also. Alexa, Fitbit Pay, Deezer. Well, that's nice. You can go to all settings, Today, find my phone, timer, agenda. Wow, they actually give you a lot of customization, finally. Oh, wow, that's actually really cool. You can actually add an exercise as a shortcut. So if you do the same exercise all the time or most of the time, that is a nice shortcut there. Alarms, weather, Spotify, relax, coach. Wow, I mean, that is nice. Thank you, Fitbit. There's finally quite a bit of customization here. I'm really liking that. So you can choose whatever you want. I'll probably choose that later. Let me get out of it. Okay. So now I'll press next, see if there's anything else. Interesting. Double press button. Quickly reach your 4 favorite apps. Edit shortcuts anytime. Make sure to cover the entire button with your thumb. So, reading some of the earlier reviews, there must be some issue with the button because Fitbit is in the onboarding, making sure that you cover this entire button with your thumb. You can't just press half of it, I guess. So, double press. Alright, I got it on the first try. That's nice. So here we have music, quick settings, Alexa, and wallet. I'm not sure yet how you customize that. I'll look into that. I'll do a video showing you how to customize those 4 shortcuts. For now, let's go ahead and press next to continue on this setup. And we're almost at the end. Wear and care tips. Clean your band and wrist regularly with a soap-free cleanser. If Versa 3 gets wet, remove and dry completely after your activity. Take your watch off from time to time. If you notice skin irritation, please remove Versa 3. See our full wear and care tips. So again, the best advice I can give you here is if you do a sweaty workout or you wash your hands or do the dishes or something where your watch underneath gets wet and the wet is on your wrist, you don't want that rubbing because that's what causes the rash usually, or the irritation. So if your band gets wet, dry it completely, or your wrist gets wet, dry it completely. That would be the best first care for preventing irritation with this and any other unnamed fitness tracker. So go ahead and press next. You're all set. Now get moving and make every moment count. So you can either tap to learn more about Versa 3 now, or I'll show you how to get to that again later. And let's go ahead and tap done. So here they're talking about premium. If you get this, you can start a free 90-day trial. If you haven't had a trial before, I believe it does require you to enter your credit card information, so look into that if you want to, but I am for now going to tap on this X. And there we go, our Versa 3 is syncing. Should be fully set up. I'll go ahead and tap on this, and this is where you can access all of your Versa 3 specific settings. I'll go over this in another video to show you how to fully customize your Versa 3 because this video is getting long enough. And this how to use is what you would have found had you tapped on the learn more in that previous step in the setup. So you can always access that later. I hope this video helped you set up the basics of your Versa 3. If it did, please give it a thumbs up as it really helps this video and my channel. Consider subscribing if you want to see more Versa 3 videos and other wearable content. I've got a lot more videos planned. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.